You want to get knee flexion. To be able to get that, you have to go really low. If you can't get that knee flexion, your quad's not going to grow. Okay. One more. Okay. Lighten the weight, get low as possible. Load the knee, keep your mind muscle connection on the quad. Push it up, flex, stretch, repeat. Leg press next. And just like I was saying on hack squat, a lot of people go too heavy on this. They don't go low enough. They don't get that knee flexion. You might as well go lighter with a full range of motion. You just get way more out of it. Shoulder width apart. And when you come down, make sure your legs don't get stopped by your chest. You want to come outer and come around this area where there's extra room. Wow. So now we have single leg extension. Allows you to really connect really well with one leg. When you're doing two at once, sometimes the other leg can favor it. You don't even notice. But this is more of a pump workout. Now I call these like pump workouts because the emphasis is on the squeeze, contraction, and the form. It's not really a strength movement. It's not something you're really going to pump out crazy numbers on. But you know, we're towards the end of leg day, and we are just going to fill the muscle up with blood and just pump it up as much as we can. Yeah, I just get a way better contraction on these than double leg. Try them out, try them both out, see which one you connect better with. But I like to do both on leg day. And honestly, I feel like every gym should have a unilateral leg extension. If yours doesn't, you can still do it one leg. You just can't get as low, but you can still do it with one leg. Next, we have the horizontal leg press. And I like doing these because, once again, I get really good knee flexion on them. You could do these single leg or two legs at once. Today I'm going to do two legs, but sometimes I switch it up and do one. Okay. So we're doing a narrow stance, toes slightly pointed out. We're going for that knee flexion. You see this? The quad's strength is to support the knee. So you want to get that knee flexion so your quad knows it has to support it. We got the abductor machine. You know, some people like to train abductors with hamstrings. I like to train them with quads. When my abductors are warmed up, I feel a lot more stability. It's something you can't skip, especially if you want overall leg development. So I recommend doing abductors on your quad day. But, you know, you could try them on hamstrings or any sort of leg day and just see how it feels. Yeah, and when it comes to your mind muscle connection with your abductor, you have to know how to flex it. So when you're here, fully flex it, then slowly unflex as you come out. Same thing with any other body part, but you just have to put your mind muscle connection into that abductor. So I'm starting to work on mine. Just start trying to flex it on your off time and stuff, but that'll help a lot with that. Leg extensions, which is one of the main movements for developing your quads. And it's important you connect well with these so you get the most out of them. So you have to be able to full out flex your quads on the contraction. And I like to go slowly down and then fast up, hold the contraction, then repeat. All right, let's do a drop. Now, it's important that you full out flex them, because if you just do it like these, if you're not flexing your quad, you are not getting anything out of it, really. So, really important to flex, guys. Oh. So instead of like this, so you can show the abductor, angle them out a little bit, actually make your legs look bigger. And then you have all these side poses. So you don't want to flex, on the side pose, you don't want to flex your hamstring. You want to mush it up against there, flex the calf. And when I was talking about that abductor earlier, you got to know how to flex this part of your leg. It's going to take some time. I'm able to a little bit, but learn how to flex your abductor. So on the abductor machine, you know how to stimulate better. And when you're doing quads, your abductors pop, because you don't want a gap here. You want it to be a closed gap there. Make your legs look bigger. All right, let's do some cardio though now. Stairmaster to end off quad day. Each step is a full out quad flex. Actually, let's go level 5. So if you can't flex your quad because it's too fast, go slower and make each step count. And really, when you're flexing your quad, really think about pushing the muscle against the skin. And that's what's going to make your muscles pop more. And there's not that many different movements I do for quads. The basics always work the best. So if someone asked me, how often should they change up their exercise routine? My answer would be, find all the exercises that work the best for you mechanically and what you feel the most, and do those. And if you get used to an exercise and you feel you're getting the most out of it, you're not getting as much stimulus anymore, then you could change it. But everyone's going to be different. It's all about that knee flexion, man. Knee flexion, knee flexion, knee flexion. It's not about that heavy weight. If you can't go all the way down, you need to go lighter. You know what they say, like Frank Zane, Lee Haney? It's about tricking the muscles to thinking a lightweight is heavy is key. So drop sets, super strict form, crazy time under tension, squeeze. And it makes sense because over time, way less wear and tear on your joints. But I'm not telling you that to not get stronger. You're going to need to get stronger to get bigger. It's a fact. But I will say form is more important than strength. Strength should be a byproduct of your form, your technique, and the muscle you're targeting getting bigger, requiring more weight. Perfect form, progressive overload with your strength, then your training, and then your training technique execution. Do all those, your training is basically perfect. Then you just have to worry about, diet, supplements, gear, cardio, stuff like that. And I don't do calves on quad day. I do calves on hamstring day because all the blood's in the back of my leg anyway, and it could just flow there easily. I'm someone who doesn't need to train calves that often. I train them like once a week. But if you're trying to bring your calves up, you could go every other day or a few times a week. But, if you go to my last leg day video, hamstring, you can get my whole calf talk there. So I always end with calves. If your calves are lacking, I recommend you start with them. I end with mine because I like how mine look already. Good leg day. Had a rest day, so I was feeling fresh. And now going to go drink my EAs and creatine, and then get a post-workout meal, walk my dog. You get it. But I'll see you in the car. Quad day was a success. Man, I felt great in there today, man. Those rest days are so essential because, I feel like every time you rest, you feel stronger, right? And you get a better pump. It's because those muscle fibers need to heal, man. I mean, a lot of people don't have a problem with rest. A lot of people want to take off from the gym. I'm completely opposite. I have to go, or I'm very bored, or I just feel weird. So taking rest day is big for me. But yeah, man, the pump and that fresh feeling, man. Especially if you're training hard, you're breaking your body down and all. Like, you have to recover. For rest, I recommend doing 2 or 3 days on, and then 1 day off of training. Or you could go, day on, day off. Just go, see what works best for your body. You're not going to grow unless you rest. And another thing we could talk about is you don't need to be in the gym that long. My workouts are like an hour. You want your workouts to be short and intense, and not short like 30 minutes, although you could do, 45 minutes sometimes. I have. But, the shorter and the more intense, the better result. It's not going to be a long game. It's funny in fitness, especially when it comes to building muscle, not so much burning fat, but a lot of the times less is more. So a lot of people overtrain, or they over diet, or if you are someone that wants to lose fat, I recommend cardio every day, and doing fasted cardio and cardio post-workout. So if you're trying to lose weight and burn fat, right in the morning you wake up, drink some sort of caffeine or fat burner, do cardio, have a couple meals, and then have your workout weight training session, and do a little cardio after that as well. And eat clean and only drink water. I mean, everyone should just only drink water. There's no reason. I mean, you can have soda occasionally, I guess, like alcohol, but like I said in the other video, I mean, once you have cut that stuff out for a while, you won't crave it anymore, and you'll realize you just feel better drinking water. When it comes to your post-workout meal, I mean, some people say to have it directly after. Some people say that it doesn't really matter when you have it. I definitely think you should have it, within 30 to 45 minutes after your workout. I personally, so right now I'm having my EAs and creatine at home. Then I'm going to walk my dog, and then I'm going to have my my post-workout meal. It doesn't matter what time you eat your meals, in my opinion. So say you had a workout, like a post-workout protein shake, and then you didn't have your meal after your workout for a few hours. As long as you still get all those meals in within 24 hours, you hit your protein goal intake, you'll be just fine. I mean, unless you're competing for the Olympia, then meal timing is going to be really important. Like, those guys have alarms in their phone that go off every 2 hours, reminding them to eat, and like they're eating on an exact strict schedule. If you're on that level competing for Olympia, yeah, then you should do that. But lifestyle, just make sure you get all your meals in that 24 hours. So let's say if you missed a meal or skipped a meal, you could just add it to your next meal. So you could have 2 meals in one. I mean, it's not the best because you want to have smaller meals more frequent, but you can still make up for it that way, and it won't be, it won't harm your results or anything that like crazy like that. Read up on meal preps yesterday, so I have just chicken and rice, standard chicken and rice, as all my meals lately. And I got 5 of them, 5 meal preps yesterday, and I have 1 left. So, and they're about $12 to $14 each. So, I mean, it could get pricey, man. I could eat $100 worth of meal preps in like 2 days. Tomorrow we have the best day of the week, my favorite day, and I can't wait. Chest day, baby. If you guys don't know, I love me some chest. And it feels good when you get legs out the way, and then you got chest day tomorrow. You're just like, woo, it's a good feeling. I mean, I love legs too, but nothing beats chest, man. Like if someone said, if you were to have one more workout, if you had one last workout on in your life, you could train with anyone. I would pick chest, and I would train alone. It's just that session just hits different for me. It's just I don't, you know what it is. I connect really well to chest. So when you connect well with it and it's fun, how are you not gonna like it? And it's also probably yeah, it's definitely my strongest movement as well too. So I mean, who doesn't like chess? If you don't like chess, let me know because we're gonna have a talk. We got chess tomorrow. It's a big one. I'm gonna have fun doing it. So I will see you on the next one, guys. Appreciate it.